Welcome to the Alkalign Lifestyle School, where luxury meets transformation, empowering elite minds and bodies to thrive as their authentic selves. I'm your host and guide today, Fidelis II, and I'll be talking to you about your priorities that are messed up. Yeah, I'm looking at you. This is how we're going to get into this. And this is why I believe this is such a drastic problem. It doesn't matter what race you call yourself, because there's only one race, the human race. What shade of persons, white, black, tan, whatever it is. Listen, your priorities are messed up in your lifetime, especially if you're an elite. And what I mean by elite is a person that's high net worth, high value person, person that's that can command a lot. Your priorities are messed up if, first of all, you think your money is worth more than your health. Let me tell you just how backwards thinking this is. I understand that there's a gold rush of all kinds, right? AI and stocks and, for people to invest in the new things and the new ways. And there's multiple opportunities for everybody to get into. What I want you to understand, it doesn't matter how many trillions of dollars that you guys can accumulate. If you're sick and diseased and you don't feel good on the inside, none of that actually matters. Because you have to exchange all of that you've earned just to get the breath of life to see another day. If somebody came to you right now and told you they give you $1 billion, but you would not be able to wake up tomorrow, you wouldn't take the $1 billion because you wouldn't have no time to spend the damn thing. Just think about it. You literally are prioritizing working yourself to death, to zero energy every single day. Because you think it's cool. You think you're going to get something from it. Instead of just building a system that does it for you. That's what the Creator does. The Creator, nature. Nature builds systems that do it for them. Seasonal systems that function based upon seasons. You don't have to sit there to think for one moment that you need to be sitting here in isolation, right? And that you get an honor badge or something, or a perfect attendance certificate for you to show up to work every single day. There's ways for you to become a billionaire by not sitting there thinking that you have to give up your entire life to do that. You become a billionaire by being a billionaire every moment in time, point, space. That's a different energy vibration. It's a different stamp. You make different choices, different decisions. But what you don't do is you don't sacrifice your entire life and give your entire life away energetically just to go get $1. You dummy. They literally create this stuff out of thin air. And you think that you got to go to give what you have to build into yourself to go substitute, to go exchange that in a transaction. It makes no sense. Just think about just how, and I'm not talking about common sense, I'm talking about just any sense, period. People work their entire life. They have this goal. And they say, I'm gonna do this every single day, right? I'm gonna become a first place in this, I'm gonna become my favorite basketball player for years was Kobe Bryant. I love Kobe Bryant. Kobe was awesome, right? Black Mamba, this, all this, awesome. 20 years he plays the game. But he dies at 41 in a crash outside of Calabasas with his daughter. And it's like, you did all of this? You achieved all this. Why did you really achieve all that? What did you really do all that for? Because at the end of the day, and show people, yeah, the hard work pays off, but he should probably still be here to enjoy it. But he didn't have any energy. There's a picture of him on the sideline. He's got ice on his shoulder, ice on his hip, his knees got ice. He's just got all of this. He's just basically getting patched up. And I saw that picture image and I just remember seeing that gosh, is it really worth it at the end of the day? When you go to ask somebody, go ask a billionaire. And I was at the Getty Museum in Malibu a couple days ago, and I'm reading about John Paul Getty, right? I'm reading about his entire story. He's got 5 wives, multiple, grandkids, and it seems that all the grandkids that he had just had these awful experiences. He had one son that died at like 12 years old. He had another that got kidnapped. And it's like, man, and that son, I think he died of like an overdose on drugs. And it's like, wait. Look at the actual wealthy elite and ask yourself, is that the type of life that you actually want to live? Because I'm looking at these individuals, the Vanderbilts, people who've had a lot and lost a lot, people who've just had a lot, period. And then how was your daily life? I mean, they had an description. They had actually, I think it was an interview. They were showing Michael Jackson at the grocery store. And he literally had to buy out a grocery store just to go walk into the grocery store to feel like a normal person. Now, he can do that. He can buy the entire grocery store. I mean, for however long. He can do whatever he wants. He's got enough money to do it. But when you're looking at that, you're like, gosh, is that really worth it? Now, some people may say yes. Yeah, and I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to give your best to go to accumulate the most that you possibly can accumulate, so you can go to do things with it, affect change, leave an impact on society, of course, but just not at the cost of your actual health. No, you need to find a plan. You need to find some sort of lifestyle that you can live alongside going to do that. You do not choose this over this, because I'm telling you, if you're gonna take your last breath over getting a $1 billion contract, you are an idiot. That's what I'm telling you. You need to find a way to do both. And yes, there's always a way to do both. So, first reason I say your priorities are messed up is if you think your money is worth more than your health. Your money's never worth more than your health. It's just not. Because your actual health is the money. Because you're the actual money. It's you. It's based on energy. It's based on energy, magnetism, and attraction, and vibration, and frequency. If your frequency is low, you don't have no money. If your vibration is low, you ain't got no money. You may have had money at a time when your vibration was high, and all of a sudden, because of what you've done to yourself based upon lifestyle principles, you've lost it all. Or you're losing it currently, right now. Relationship is going downhill, your marriage is going downhill, your business is falling through, all because of what you're doing based upon your lifestyle. It's you. You're the money. Next reason is you shop to impress. Oh yeah, I like nice things. I'm the first person to say I love nice things. I love the nicest thing, the nicest watch, the nicest car, the nicest pair of shoes, the most comfortable. I love it. I love all of it. But that's because I love it. I don't love that you love it on me. I don't care if you like the color, if you don't like the color, if you like the size, you like how it smells, you like how it look, you like how it shine. I don't care. I only care because I like it. So I go get what I want to get because I want to impress me. You know why? I love me more than I love any one of you on the outside. I don't care about your life. You should care about your life. So if somebody is in your head and you're doing it for them, you're doing it based upon what they're going to say to you or if they're going to congratulate you. I wasn't like Section 8 where, I was like, just walking out the project houses. No, but I had to jump off the porch too. I was born in the Deep South. You would call it Deep South, Lafayette, Louisiana. It wasn't an awful place, no. But when you think about it, everyone did things to get confirmation from their friends. They did things to get confirmation from other people to say, you're on the right pathway. How you know you're on the right pathway? You don't know nothing about me and my life. You ain't gotta go home and be at night, huh? You ain't gotta be entangled with me and my energy and my family. You don't know anything about what's going on in my head. You see? But people too often, they go buy a nice car so that the people, their neighbors can see it. You ever been to a neighborhood where you see everybody got the same exact cars, the same exact grills parked outside, the trucks, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all the same. They try to keep up with each other. My neighbor on this side just got a new truck. I'm gonna get me a new boat. You ain't gotta rent a parking, but because they got one, you gotta go get one. You gotta be kidding me. That's that keeping up, what they call it, keeping up with the Jones or whatever. Why? There's no point in doing that. Do you want to do it because you want to do it? You may not even use a boat. You want to go. You went and bought a boat because your neighbor bought a boat. You went and bought a brand new car because your neighbor bought a brand new car. You're stupid. You're a complete idiot. And what stupid actually means? Lack of intelligence. A lack of using actual intelligence and common sense. You were thinking based upon emotion. Why do you think it's so easy for somebody to make a luxury brand this day and age? They tell you this is what the elites have, right? And you're like, well, I want to be elite too, so I'm going to go buy this. Yeah, for what? To impress who? Yourself? That's not what the elites do. No, that's not that's not it. Y'all don't even know what elites do because you're not elite if you think that you have to do that to become elite. If you're already elite, you don't care about anyone on the back end. You could care less. So you never shop to impress. You only shop because you actually like what you're getting for yourself. You actually have an awareness that a Rolex watch, right? Rolex was designed, most of the Rolex watches are designed for performance space. Many of them are designed for performance space. They have the one that the pilots wear. They have the one that the submariners wear. They have the one, and this is really cool because these watches, submariner, I believe it's able to function at 38,000 feet under sea level, which is crazy. But you're not gonna go diving under the water, 38,000 feet. Why are you gonna go buy that? What's the point? So you can be iced out, so you can feel good about yourself? That's stupid. Buy what you wanna buy. I'm not telling you not to buy what you want. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you that if you're buying it with the motive that you're doing it to impress somebody on the outside, you're stupid. Make your money. Do what you do. Go get the best of the best, but do it because you want to do it. Do it because you made that distinction that this is the best thing for me. Not it's the best thing for me to walk outside, take pictures with for everybody to celebrate me and say, you're so wonderful, you look so good. Don't do that. That's not it. Your priorities are fucked up. Next one. Next reason, and this is an obvious reason, but somehow people still are in this reality TV phase. You are obsessed with other people. Why do you care so much about other people's business? Ain't you got your own business? You should mind your own business. You should not be in other people's business. Obviously, your energy is going to flow where your attention goes. Why are you sending your energy to somebody else's life and livelihood? Huh? Can you? Yeah, right. Okay, so you may have a partner at home, but this partner, she look real good. He look real handsome. I think I'm gonna go get that. But he already got, or she already got. So why are you focused on that? Ain't you got something at home for you? You see, here's where people don't make this correlation, right? They don't make this connection inside their head. That the grass is not always greener somewhere else. The grass is just greener where you water it. That's where the grass is greener. That's it. So that means if I put my attention on my own farm, my farm could be my kids, my farm could be my small business I want to make to a big business. My farm can be, my fleet of cars, cousins, the direct family, teaching, if you got students, if you're a coach, you got athletes. Put your attention on the things that are going to maximize you and your worth and your purpose and your value. Don't take all of your energy away from yourself and put it on people who don't even know you. Let me tell you, I used to strive to be a professional athlete. I was so, I spent years just attempting to become the best athlete I possibly could because I was so focused. I want to be an NBA All-Star. I want to do this. I want to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to go through this whole process. I didn't care about whatever the rules were, but I didn't care about that. I was just saying, I'm going to make it. But when I realized, what am I actually going to get from making it? What am I going to get? Like, what's my lifestyle going to be? And when I got to the point where I was right at the finish line, pretty much, I'm right at the finish line. I remember going to Core 4, I was training one day, and they had the post-grad team that came in there. And one of the young guys, he came to me, he said, hey, which team you play for? He's asking me what NBA team I play for. And I was like, oh, I'm just a free agent. You know, I'm about to get signed. I'm trying to get signed, right? And he was like, dude, like, oh, I thought you played with them. There's a couple guys from the Hawks, a couple guys from the Grizzlies. I'm just running open gym with them. And he's like, you don't look no different than them. You look exactly like the rest of these guys out here. So I thought you was already on there. And something hit me after that day. And it's all of a sudden like, that was all I needed. I spent years attempting to go to this next level or this next place, but I never actually really wanted to do that. I only wanted to be put in the conversation and said that I'm qualified enough to be in that thing. Literally. I was like, wow, all you needed was somebody to say this. That was it. How crazy is that? And once I understood that, I was like, yeah, never again am I going to do this for somebody else's confirmation. And I love the game of basketball. I think it's a wonderful game. But what I was doing was, I wasn't doing it because my heart said you're going to be fulfilled. That's why I didn't allow myself to have that. Because I realized that when I looked at professional athletes, there's not many athletes out there that celebrate a holistic lifestyle. There's not many athletes out there that celebrate a healthy way of living. It's just not. And I was disgusted by that. I'm sitting here looking at this like, many athletes are celebrating drugs and alcohol, and it's like, I don't want to celebrate that. That's not what I want to do. Is that what everyone goes through the same process? Once you become a billionaire athlete or whatever, you got to go make a tequila brand, or you got to go to, make a new wine, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want young people to come follow me and do that. I don't care for that. It had to change within me. So all of a sudden, the drive for me to do it stopped. I was obsessed about what other people think, my fans. Well, what are my fans gonna think about me? I ain't got that many fans. I'm not worried about that. I'm only concerned with what God thinks about me. The inner me thinks about me. If I don't love myself, I don't care about all these damn fans coming to my doorstep. I only care if I'm being my true, authentic, divine self. Because that's how I know I am really being healthy. Once you start to look at the outer world, you start to look at the outer world as more important than your inner world, then your world is going to crumble. Because now you let everything come in. So the comments that come in, right? The opinions that come in. Everyone telling you you're too this, you're too small, you're too fat, you're too, short, you're too slow, whatever they're gonna say. They're gonna say something about you. If you let any of that come in, it sinks your ship. So what you gotta do is, you have to obsess over you being the best version of yourself. Because when you do that, you now become the example for everyone around you, and you show them what they can be. You can't show somebody what they can be if you're so busy looking at them. No, you don't know they're busy looking at you. So what I suggest is, don't follow anyone. Go to your social media accounts right now. Take a seat. You following 100 people? Delete all that shit. Delete all of them. You only follow yourself. Because all the AI generated stuff's gonna take all the information for you going to each page, keep sending it to you, keep multiplying it, keep sending it to you over and over again, over and over again, over and over again. That's not what you really like. You probably just had that moment where you clicked on this on by accident and you just kept repeating it the entire time like a program. That's not it. Don't obsess over other people's business. Focus on your own business and build your own business and watch what happens. All of a sudden, everybody on the outside starts focusing on you because you don't care about them no more. Next reason, and this is also a big reason as to why you see people give up on their dreams. You have a lack of self-discipline when your priorities are fucked up. When your priorities are messed up, you lack self-discipline in every way, shape, or form. You don't have any commitment to any plan of any progress because you can't. Because you're not looking at your progress. You're looking at what somebody did last week. And you're looking at, not only looking at what somebody did last week, you're looking at how somebody looked last week. Looking at what dress this person, what shirt this person wear, what car this person drove. Most men are looking at the material based upon cars and planes and jets and teeth and grills and whatever else that they can go maximize so that they can get looked at and they can get attraction usually from the opposite sex. It's usually going to come from women. No offense, but men don't do things to impress other men. Men do things for status and social status. Same thing with women. Human beings in general do things for social status. So if you're understanding that when you lack self-discipline, it's because the plan that you had, and you said start to finish, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, this training plan, this content posting plan, this blogging plan, or whatever plan that you had, marketing plan for your company, all of a sudden you got distracted. You took a detour because that one looked good though. Yeah, I think that one might work instead of this one that I just did. But that one, what about this one? You were focused on instant gratification the entire time. And your instant gratification stopped you from going on the pathway of consistently watering the grass and watering your flower. You lack self-discipline. Anytime someone says, this scheme is gonna work, this one's gonna work, that one's gonna work, you forgot about the entire purpose. You forgot about the original intent. They went right out the window. You forgot about it. So all of a sudden, you're supposed to be tracking your progress. You're supposed to be in a fitness regimen for 12 weeks. Watch, you're gonna see it within this month and a half. You're gonna see everyone does this problem. You got Thanksgiving, Black Friday, you got Christmas, then you have the Friday of that week, then you have the New Year's Eve, then you have the New Year's Day. Everyone's gonna get fat, everyone's gonna be drinking, the most alcohol is gonna be consumed at this time of the year. There goes your spirits, because everybody's gonna say, I'm free. Yeah, that's what they do at the end of the year. I'm free. And you're gonna see the New Year's Day, and then the first week of January, everyone rushes to the gym. Every year you see it. What's my New Year's resolution for the week? That's what they do. They say, what's my New Year's resolution for the first week of January? You have a New Year's resolution, you don't have no plan. So y'all sat there and said, I have a resolution, I have a goal, I ain't got no plan to get there, and I got no plan to keep that plan. You ain't gonna get that. You ain't gonna lose that 20 pounds. You ain't gonna lose that 50 pounds. You ain't gonna find that soulmate. You ain't gonna move in that house. You ain't gonna buy that land. You ain't gonna raise your credit score. You're not gonna earn $1 million. You're not gonna get the contracts that you want, whatever you are striving for, you ain't gonna get that shit. You actually did not affirm that you were gonna go ahead and do all that, because you know what? You did not affirm that you were going to commit to it, that you decided to make that happen. No, you lack self-discipline because your priorities are messed up. You're so busy sitting there saying, this is impressive, this is impressive. Everything on the outside is impressive, but everything on the inside does not matter. No, that's not gonna happen. I'm just telling you the real, how the real transformation works. It's an inner transformation, not an outer transformation. Focus on the inner, not the outer. Next up, and this is the last one that I tell you, is that you hate instruction. Your priorities are messed up when you hate instruction. Let me explain what I mean by that. I used to be a college basketball coach. I was a men's assistant, head assistant, college basketball coach at the University of Wisconsin Superior, 2014. And I got to train athletes of every sport. I also got to train my guys and the women's team. Let me tell you about the irony in this thing. The women listened to any and everything I told them to do. The men pretty much fought tooth and nail to say that they were right for everything. They were the most rebellious on the campus. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Those are the guys that I was coaching. They eventually came, not all of them, but the majority of them, they knew everything already. The women, whatever I said. Next season, I left to start playing basketball again, but they kept everything I taught them, did everything I implemented for them. I think they went 25-7, got an NCAA tournament berth. You know, they did an excellent job. They left me a basketball sign with everybody's name on it. It was wonderful. You know, they thanked me so much for the instruction that I gave to them. The men, on the other hand, then they were like 11-19, you know, losing season. But most of it was that the guys that I recruited, a lot of them left because they just didn't want to be there no more. Under the instruction that they were given there, they didn't care for it. They hated instruction. What I was attempting to build into them was to say you have to be uncomfortable at times. Because if you're not uncomfortable, you're gonna strive for comfort all the time and go seek the comfort. Women didn't care. They were like, look, we wanna win. So if this is gonna make us win, we don't care how uncomfortable we are. How much you make us run, how much you make us go to the gym to lift. They had training plans of 12 weeks, 4 weeks, separated another 12 weeks, all season work, in-season work, and they had binders and clipboards. If they didn't bring their clipboard to the weight room in that morning time, they took their ass back to go get it, or I said, I'll meet y'all the next day, but y'all ain't gonna waste my time today. Because that's just how it worked with me. Because I knew it, that you have to have discipline in order to do all that. You have to have instruction. You have to have consequences for your lack thereof. Discipline. So if you don't like instruction, you're gonna have a problem, because how can God, the creator within you, tell you what to go do if you don't want to listen to it? It's coming to you every moment, time, point, and space. You know what you're supposed to do. You already know what you're supposed to do. You inherently know what the first step is. Everyone knows the first step, whether it's lead this relationship, right? Go get a relationship, right? Study this, learn this, fulfill this, honor this, offer this. Whatever it is, you know what the first step is. You know what you're supposed to do. Most people just don't do it. They have this reluctance to get up, to push record on the phone, or it's simple as that. Everybody's phone is high HD 4K. You got an iPhone, you got any kind of phone, you got a 4K. It ain't hard for you to record moments. What is hard for you is to let go of the things that are embarrassing to you, or what's hard for you is to let go, you know, it's hard for you to let go of those types of things. You gotta look at yourself differently. You gotta look at yourself and say, it's okay for me to let go of those things. It's okay for me to let go of my emotions and my perceptions and my beliefs and change. If I'm being instructed to do things in a new way, in an orderly way, I should be thankful that I have these things coming to me now. I had to understand this. I had an awful attitude. And mainly, this is gonna be a bonus for you guys. Your priorities are messed up. If you have a bad attitude. And let me tell you why. This is the bonus for you guys, but it's also the most important one. Your priorities are messed up, but you have a bad attitude because you have to prioritize having a good attitude. A positive mental attitude attracts success to a person, because you know what happens when you have a positive mental attitude? It means that you trust yourself. It means that you are your authentic self. You love yourself. No one can stop you from doing anything that you want to do in life, because you realize the person who stops you is actually you. The only person that can stop you from doing anything that you want in life is you. Once you realize that, you also realize this principle called the golden rule. And it says you treat other people how you want them to treat you. So if you have a bad attitude, your priority is messed up. You're supposed to prioritize treating people how you want them to treat you. Now, that means you treat them with vulnerability, okay? That's like the state of mind, knowing you can be physically and emotionally hurt by being honest. Because being vulnerable is the first step to being honest. Being accountable, knowing that you caused the effect. You're the cause of your effects. And then transparency. What is transparency? They can see right through you. Here I am. This is me. I got nothing to hide. I got nothing to hide. Because you already know that what you do in the dark is going to come to light. So you might as well do the right thing all the time. Do it all the time. Don't make the choice to think that you're gonna do it this way and do it this way and do it that way, and you knew it wasn't the right thing to do. Don't do that. Because I'm telling you right now, your priorities are jacked up. If you walk around here with a scowl on your face, if you walk around here with a mean mug on your face, with anger and rage inside your heart, it's fire inside your belly, it's on you. You're gonna get back what you're putting out. So obviously, your priorities are messed up because you're sitting here and you thinking that you can get away with this and still have this wonderful, positive impact on society. Everything's happening in a great way, but no, it's not. It ain't happening in no great way. You lying. So all I'm telling you is, do not ruin yourself just because you're looking at the outside world instead of looking at the inside world. Because the outside world takes you away from here because of your ignorance, your lack of knowledge. The inside world makes this outside world even more expansive because of your growth and your ability to obtain more knowledge and use it. Knowledge does nothing if you don't do anything with it. Okay, so your job is to experiment with whatever you go to obtain, whatever you go to go learn. Experiment as soon as possible. Do it as soon as possible. That's what's supposed to be the goal. If you don't focus on that, you got a problem. So think in terms of whatever it is that I can do to be the best version of myself that I can be. I would focus on that 100%. So don't do things based on what people want you to do. Do things based upon what the God within you is telling you to do. Your heart. Ask your heart. It takes about 3 seconds to really get a right answer from your heart. It'll tell you. It'll tell you. It'll tell you. It won't lie to you. It'll give you this feeling of freedom and liberation and everything. It will. It will. So focus on loving yourself more than loving the concept of people loving you. Because I'm telling you, if you love yourself the way you're supposed to love yourself, they're gonna love you anyway. That's real. That's real. So, going back down the line, first reason that your priorities are messed up. You think your money is worth more than your health. Nothing is worth more than your health in this lifetime. You have the healthiest body, you have the healthiest mind, you have the healthiest heart, the healthiest soul, and your spirit is aligned. You're alkalized, you got enough energy, you're eating the right food, drinking the right water, right? You got the right mineral content, you're cleansing, you're thinking positively. There's something that money can do, except come to you, because your vibration is putting out that you can receive that right now. Next, never shop to impress other people. Never shop to impress other people. Shop to impress yourself because you love yourself. Don't do it for the outside confirmation. Do it for the inside confirmation. Next, never be obsessed with other people. This means don't follow other people's lives and their livelihood. Don't do all that. Unless it's somebody whom you want to be like and they inspire you and they motivate you. But if you're doing it just to be that troll or that judgmental person or that person that's watching the Kardashians and you don't actually want to be successful like a Kardashian, then you shouldn't even watch the damn show. Turn it off. If you're not aspiring to be a business owner or to be impactful like they are impactful, then turn it off. You're just a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need to do all that. It's a waste of your time. If you lack self-discipline, priorities are messed up. You have to find a way of being disciplined in regards to staying on the pathway that gets you the success that you seek. And hating instruction. When you hate instruction, you're negating, literally, the actual plans and paths that's coming from the mind of God. That He's sending all these things, signs to you, books to you, people, mentors. Look, let go of your pride. You don't know everything. Our job is to go to get as much accumulation in terms of knowledge and using it as we possibly can. And lastly, if you got a bad attitude, change your attitude. Follow the golden rule principle. Treat other people how you want them to treat you. Don't walk around here with a scowl on your face. And I guarantee you, most of your attitude problems are coming from your diet and your lifestyle. You change your diet and your lifestyle to a more alkaline lifestyle, hence the name, Alkalign Lifestyle School. I guarantee your attitude will change, your life will change. You'll become more magnetic. You'll draw on those experiences that you really want in your lifetime. So, if you guys are looking for a cleansing, cellular cleansing, to reprogram your subconscious mind, change those habits, right? Just drawing a brand new personal reality from your personality. Quickly get my description below. I have 2 herbal formulas: Awaken, daytime; Replenish, nighttime. 17 alkalizing herbs, 9 solfeggio sound frequencies, and 12 mineral cell salts, plus 6 transitional metals in Replenish. So no matter what, you're going to be replenished both ways. Cleansing your lymphatic system and lymphatic system inside your head. Your blood's going to be purified. You'll be purified. Also, at the end of each month, my Become More Alkalign Challenge, you'll learn more than the doctors know to become your own doctor and self-empowered healer. And lastly, our generational health program, VIP, high net worth people. You want a more VIP experience? We got an upgrade for all the elites out there. So you guys looking to become more elite, your mind and your bodies, be more of your authentic self? Like, share, subscribe, follow my channel. Every Monday and Wednesday, we got new videos coming out every week. So hopefully this one helped you guys. See y'all next time. Peace.